world she traveled.
Honoring women who made a difference.
A Cooler Kids gift to our community.
Earning Equality, Maureen Freedland as portrayed by Faith. In one swift motion, I am out my front door and into the humid New Orleans air, feeling lively and ready for my first day of 5th grade. I start happily bouncing down the hot pavement that was under my feet. A block ahead of me is my elementary school, but suddenly, dogs start uproariously barking. The smile that was once on my face is wiped off as concern and awareness washes over me. Where was that noise coming from? As my petrified eyes glanced down to the street corner and sweat started glistening on my forehead, I realized that my question was answered. There stood a treacherous German shepherd, being held against its will to stand motionless by a police officer. I apprehensively turn around to look at every street corner in sight. The same event is taking place. A police officer and a German shepherd, ready to halt any riot that might erupt. The terror shown on my face is still acknowledged as I flash my eyes towards the school. Only then do I notice the turbulent federal marshals surrounding and escorting an uneasy African-American little girl into my school. Suddenly, hundreds of questions filled my mind, too many to comprehend. After I filtered those thoughts, only one question remained. Is there anything I can do to help her? As my life continued to rapidly evolve, I willingly attended college with an ambition to administer the effects of discrimination and prejudice. It was there that I realized my goals, desires, and quest as a public servant of equal rights and civil liberties for others could best be met in law and actively working for legal services. Desegregation makes my head pound and my heart race. Constantly, I'm reminded of the helpless little girl who just wanted the same education as everyone else. Attorney at law is the right occupation for me. My proudest work is of my distinguished volunteer service with Legal Action of Wisconsin. For 10 enterprising years, I provided between 200 to 300 hours annually of direct legal services to dozens of deprived clients. I worked from the early morning sunrise into the dark nighttime hours. Many times, frustration crept over my body when assisting the underprivileged. Very often, they did not have the tools needed to secure the win of their legal case. With my eyes watering from tears of joy, I know that I will never lose sight of that admirable happiness. Whether it is a victorious phone call to a house director that ensures a client from losing possession of their home, an allowance for a disabled person to qualify for medical benefits by a written Social Security decision, or a woman safely exiting from an abusive situation from a judge's decision, I know that my heart is momentarily lost, soaring with the breathtakingly beautiful eagles above, the eagle that represents freedom, trust, and justice. My clients and I work together to defeat their unfair complications. Our strive for justice takes everything the eagle represents. Sometimes the client thanks me, which I greatly appreciate, but oftentimes they don't. Regardless, the memory which will always be imprinted in my brain is on that New Orleans street corner where the little girl stood, yearning for equality. With that impression, I fought for justice, and in that moment, I had done what I needed to do.
This podcast brought to you from La Crosse, Wisconsin by the Cooler Kids at Longfellow Middle School in conjunction with the League of Women Voters.